Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kasia, and in today's video we are going to be talking about best decks for daily draws and for quick readings. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Grab a cuppa and let's hang out together. Okay, so not every day as tarot readers do we have to do deep readings, complicated, analysis, etc., etc. Sometimes we just want a quick inspiration, a little advice, a door to walk into, and these decks that I'm going to show you in today's video, they just superb for these type of readings. I would love to hear from you. Which decks do you use daily? And I think drawing a card a day, it's really a great way not only to, first of all, practice your connection to the cards and building up your vocabulary around the cards and your personal relationship to the cards, but also it's a great way to introduce a little bit of magical looking into your life. I think if you draw an image, you draw a card, you mull over it, this image says things, it's archetypal most probably, it kind of stays with you, and then you start building associations, you start seeing the card during the day, and in one way or another you start expanding your intuition, and you start looking for different synchronicities and little magical happenings. And in that way I think tarot is really exciting and a great creative tool to add to your daily practice. And if you want to build up your intuitive readings, or if you want to expand your intuitive seeing, doing a card a day, it's a really, really great way. All right, without further ado, I do have a couple of different decks, mostly tarot because that's what I wanted to focus on, but I also have some oracle cards, and I'm going to change the camera so you can have a good look at the cards, and I hope you enjoy it. So share in the comments your picks, your daily draws. I'd love to hear from you, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. All right guys, camera change and I speak to you right now. All right, let's start with an oldie but a goodie. I really love Lisa's de St. Croix, Tarot de St. Croix, and this is the first edition, the orange one. She also has created the borderless, edition, and this deck is great for any type of day-to-day readings, for inspiring kind of one card draws. It comes with a really sweet booklet, and it's not too long. You can read it, you can look at the card, and a lot of images in this deck. Some of them are magical, enchanting and so on, and kind of from a fantasy world, but a lot of them also speak on a day-to-day life. So there's a catch up with friends, and there's some reality kind of images that you can recognize from your regular life. Maybe not King Arthur with the fucking sword of shrew, but you know what I'm saying. And I love this Nine of Cups, it's so good. So yeah, it's a party, and the devil is the devil, the heart is a broken heart. It's kind of half-half, I'd say, but it's definitely one of the more modern takes, and the booklet is really good, kind of created for day-to-day readings. So I highly recommend Lisa's deck, Tarot de St. Croix, for daily draws. Another one that I really like is this Bright Future Tarot. I'm not sure if it's still in print. It's created by Saskia Lee, Psychic. She was based in the UK, and it's again modern, and this one has also keywords. There were two versions, with keywords and without, but this Bright Future Tarot is even more maybe kind of modern looking, compare even to Tarot de St. Croix. So with the keywords also, it's a really great deck for daily pulls. You just shuffle the deck, you get a sense of what the energy of the day not even will be, because I don't believe in this predictive tarot per se, but what can you strive for, or what can you be aware of? Where can you, I always think we co-create with images. So don't ask what today is going to be like, but like, you know, tell me about the energy of a day. What do I need to know about today? How can I, you know, make the best of today? I love this devil card, habitual action and guilt. Do not press. And you're like, So yeah, this is the Bright Future Tarot, and I wish Saskia reprinted this deck. Another one that I love and feature quite often in different, you know, different videos is the Circle of Door Tarot, specifically because the book is written in such a way. You get affirmations, you get really great descriptions, you have great questions, where sometimes question is just, you know, more worth than 1,000 words. The images are great. With this one you can ask. Natalia from Tarot Shrink used to do this, and you know, that's what they suggested. You know, what door are you walking through today? And then you just like pull one card and you can, you know, hang in for a while. You get the tarot keyword, you get the keyword that they given to the, this is a court card. And the book is really great to help you decipher. And then sometimes at the end of the day, it's really cool to do some journaling or like just sit down for 10 minutes and try to figure out how this card showed up in your life during this day. And, you know, was it even visible? Did you in some way got a chance to get to know it from maybe a different perspective? So Circle of Doors Tarot, very, very cool. Another one that it's great and mass market, and you know, I've shown this deck quite like many times, is the Cozy Witch Tarot. And I don't even read the book most of the times, even though it's great, like it's a cool book as well. But I just love this deck for the little sentences on the cards. And Nine of Cups is, for example, live in a constant state of gratitude. The stars, have faith that healing is in the forecast. Four of Cups, try not to be so picky, okay? Temperance is let go of self-imposed limitations. Queen of Pentacles, there is no need to sacrifice, you can have it all. It's very supportive, very day-to-day, very like just a regular type of energy, you know. And it's called Cozy Witch, but it's really very, very beautiful, encouraging, open tarot deck that's perfect for quick readings, perfect for daily draws, and for like learning a different perspective on different tarot cards as well. I really like it. Another one that I think it's awesome, and this one is also out of print, but I think it's coming back in print through Rockpool from what I saw, or like somebody is bringing it back, is the Gaian Tarot. So I've got the limited edition. It's by Joanna Powell Colbert. Thanks to my amazing friend Naomi. Thank you, Naomi, if you ever watch this. So these cards are much bigger and just beautiful. Love it. So again, this one is quite day-to-day based. So when Joanna was creating this deck, she was just watching her community and her life in her community, and she was just using people from her community. She was observing life and just creating the cards based on what she saw around her. So it's very kind of day-to-day tarot in general through the images. And the book is great. You can get a phone app with this deck as well if you know, don't have it. I love the Hierophant in this deck. I noticed that I'm maybe a little weird because I love Tower, I love Hierophant, I love Judgment. Most of these cards people don't really particularly like, but oh, there it is. Look, the Teacher, and this Teacher of Herbs. Love it. Love it. So yeah, it's a great deck for day-to-day readings. It's very soulful. Also, it's quite inspiring, quite encouraging. And I love this type of decks for day-to-day quick readings, you know. You don't get too many like, whoa, what's the point? I love also Anna.K Tarot and Anna.K Lenormand. I'm going to show you just for fun the indie version, but you know, there is a mass-produced version and it's also really great. So these cards from the indie version are just a little bit smaller, but it's exactly the same as the mass-produced, and I also have the mass-produced and it's really nice. I just love the little colorful borders. So this is also quite a day-to-day based deck, and the booklet is really cool and very much so made or written for the day-to-day situations. So it's a really great deck for this type of readings. And I don't know how many of you know Anna.K. Lenormand. Let me know in the comments if you know this. I never see this deck online, but it comes with a guidebook. I bought it from Anna directly, so there is quite a substantial guidebook about the Lenormand, and I love her Lenormand. So there's some extra cards which I'm going to just like leave, I'm not using them, but you know, to read Lenormand they have to be like really clear messages, and you have to be able to recognize very quickly what the card shows. And I think this Lenormand is like really beautiful. So there's two types of lily cards, I think. Most of the cards are like amazing, and like they look really cool together, and they're quite spot on. So this is the Lenormand, Anna.K. Lenormand is called. I haven't used Lenormand for a while, but yeah, I used to learn this system. I never was a pro in it, and I rarely use it in my readings for clients, but you know, I very often try to learn something. I use it on myself first anyway. All right, maybe a oracle deck. I've picked this Power of the Yin Oracle deck. It's not maybe something that like it slows me down, okay? I'm even on the guidebook, on the box. I think, yeah, the energy of these cards makes me slow down, take a deep breath and come back to my body. And I think for this reason, this is a sweet deck. If somebody feels like they want to embody, they want to remember the body, you know, they're very feminine. And then the little guidance on the back, it's really sweet. So this one I would add as, you know, to remember the emotional side, to remember the body, to stay connected during the day with, you know, with this kind of feminine side. So I like this deck, and often just draw one card a day, or you know, one card every couple of days, and again think about it. Another one that I often think it's a great deck for everyday readings is the Wildwood. What is it? The Tarot of the Wild Unknown by Kim Krantz. So this is one of my first decks. I think I got it around 2015 or something. I still have the first edition, and this deck just looks so good together. Like it's like ageless, doesn't age. It's like Kim could have created it like yesterday, don't you think? It's just so good. And this is a deck that I love, like pulling more cards and, you know, building up layers upon layers, because, well, first of all, I've known it so well because I've been around for so long, but also it's just a really great reader. And sometimes you don't want like too intensive images, sometimes you want something quieter, and this deck reads well for me. So if you afraid of pip decks, because this one has a lot of kind of pipish cards, it's not a pip deck, but it has a lot of like geometrical cards in the pips, then you might not like it, but I love using it for the daily draws. Recently I got this tiny little deck. It's called the Pink Tarot for Beginners, and I really love it. It's so cheap, and it has the old font of Pixie. It's so beautiful. Also looks really great when you put the cards together, you know, if you like pink, but it's just not all pink. It's like really sweet. The cards are a bit smaller than regular tarot. So for daily draws, of course, any of the Rider-Waite-Smith renditions will do, but I love this one because it's easy and not too overwhelming on color. And while we at the traditional decks for Tarot de Marseille, I like to use different decks, of course. Like sometimes I love this, the Rider Marseille, but Artisan Tarot, you know, I have many different Tarot de Marseille, but I like for daily draws using this Tarotchi 2023 and by Gregory Midnight Tarot, because it's just sweet. I love the people, and yeah, it reads well for me as well, and it's quite directional. People have eyes, they look, you know, they express things, so it makes it easier to read. I love this one, Tarotchi 2020, Tarotchi 23. Couple of more decks. So I love the Star Seeker for daily draws. Easy. I always mention it. Nikki reads tarot, so she created this deck. This is the big version. I also have her mini one, and it's just a great deck for daily draws, for readings. I think it's a great deck for relationship readings as well, but definitely for daily quick readings, inspirational kind of take on the day, you know, 1 card, 3 card reading, 5 card reading, whatever you do during your day. I often pull 3 cards, and in my creative tarot class, you can take a look at my creative tarot class. It's very affordable. It's only an hour, but I give you like a cool PDF with a lot of different ideas how you can mix many different decks in one reading. And then my friend Nat, she sent me the Star Seeker Oracle as well, which Nikki has created recently, and it's also very cool, and you know, goes very well obviously with tarot deck because it's the same creator. And I like most of the keywords are really great. So I use it often, just 1 oracle card and 1 of the tarot. And it also, you know, they go great together and can provide like an interesting combination of energies. So this is Star Seeker Oracle and Star Seeker Tarot. We have 3 decks left. One is the out of print Art of Life Tarot. I'm sorry, I don't know why this one is out of print. It's one of these decks that like nobody was buying when it was available, and then suddenly it went out of print, and it's just now like everybody wants it. But it is a cool deck for daily draws because it just has these cool keywords, okay? I mean, not keywords, but like sentences and quotations of different people that this lady who created it, Charlene Livingstone, just, you know, she was a teacher and she just added the quotation to the archetypes of tarot, right? So 4 of Swords, for example, is my sun sets to rise again. 8 of Wands is nothing ever is, but all things are becoming. All things are the offsprings of flux and motion. So they're really cool quotes. So every day, you know, you just can pull a card, and yeah, you just keep thinking about, you know, so strength. Let's say we have the Queen Elizabeth. There's always, she gives you can also study art with this deck. And he knows not his own strength that hath not met adversity, Francis Bacon. So it's really cool. And it's maybe not like the prettiest deck really, but yeah, you can learn about art, you can learn about cool quotes and authors, and oh, I've got this image in my bedroom. And it's just a cool inspirational deck. So I like to use this one as like, you know, daily draw to inspire myself. And I think now the mass-produced Goddess of Love Tarot, you know, if you haven't seen the live I did with Natalia, the booklet is really great, good questions, it's really well done by Gabriela Herstick, and the artwork is by Julia Popescu. You know, my blue edging, I just didn't want to be so obvious in edged red, so I also missed some. I made my my moon blue too. So yeah, this one is I just love the imagery of this deck. It's really good. It's a good collage deck, one of my favorite collage decks, and it's a good reader. And together with the book, it is more on the divine feminine side, but anybody can read it. It has a lot of alchemical symbolism. It gives you, you know, quite cool sensual, sexual, embodied messages as well. So I really like it, and I enjoy the booklet. Always gives me some food for thought. So I think this is great for daily inspiration, daily draws. And my last deck is, I actually have one more which I'm going to grab, Nature Speak Tarot. So I've got also this like humongous, it's mass produced now, but I have this indie edition which the cards are just like humongous. And it may seem strange that I picked this deck, but again, the book that it comes with, it's a full-on book. It's so good. And you can, if you like nature like me, if you live in nature, you know, you can just learn about nature from this book, and you can observe things. And I just love using this deck. The messages from the book are very soulful. They more from like a spiritual perspective. It's a really cool. So I love using it as an inspiring message for the day. This would be a great deck to use. So if you have this deck and you don't know what to do with it because you don't read with it often, just draw a card a day and inspire yourself. Go for a walk. So let's move to my... Let's do it. Let's move to my shelf, because there is one more deck that I wanted to take. And this is the Polarity Wellness Tarot, okay? It's by Miriam Jacobs. And we're going to go back here. You saw the behind the behind the curtains. Okay. So this is going to be the last one now. And this is Polarity Wellness Tarot. It also comes with a book, and I think the book is great. And it's also an embodied one, so that's why I think it's pretty cool for daily draws, because not only do you get information about the body, the chakras, etc., but also you can, she gives you an idea of how you can move with the card. And it's a fairly quirky, like crazy kind of looking deck. I really like it. Miriam is also a lovely lady, so it's really cool. I enjoy it. It's like a one-off, very strange and unique and very original deck. And yeah, it's something cool and unique, and I wanted to mention it because I actually want to pull it out for myself and work with it a little bit more during the next couple of days. Okay, so is there anything else, guys, that I would like to show? You're probably surprised why I didn't show any Carol Helzer decks. Well, I will show you in the next video some new decks that I received from a swap. And so Carol Helzer decks are still coming my way, and if anybody has some other decks from Carol that they want to swap or sell, please let me know first. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know your favorite daily draw, daily inspiration, quick readings, decks, and yeah, I'd love to hear from you. See you later, bye!